Hey, what's up, fragrance family? This is Tyler, Simply Fragrances, and today I'm bringing you 5 failed fragrances. So if you want to see what these fragrances are, be sure and keep it right here. Alright guys, welcome back. If this is your first time viewing this channel, I do appreciate you taking some time out of your day to spend with me and watch this video. It does mean a lot. If you've already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. I do appreciate the love and support you have shown this channel. Guys, we are over 600 subscribers. Thank you guys seriously so much for that. Let's continue keeping this channel growing. We're going to get to our milestone of 1,000, and then I'm going to do another fragrance giveaway. So I do know that Andrick, who won the 500 subscriber fragrance giveaway, he has received his package. So thank you guys seriously so much for all of you who entered into that. So this, guys, is going to be fragrances that just don't work for me. So I've kind of done a video similar to this before, but I saw this going around and kind of wanted to jump on it. So these are gonna be 5 fragrances from my collection that are failed, or I just don't like them. They're in my collection because even though I don't really like them, it's just the frag head in me, it's the collector in me that I don't necessarily want to give them away. But I've kind of got to the point where I have so many now that I'm probably going to try and give these away or gift them to people to see if they like them, because just because I don't like it doesn't mean that you might not, or that a buddy of mine might not like them. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button. It really does help me out. Give the video a thumbs up and we will get into this. So coming in at the first spot, I saw this off of a Northwest Scents, Corbin over at Northwest Scents. I saw him talk about it, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this, see what it's about. You know, I've really tried to kind of get into some rose fragrances, but this one, for whatever reason, just doesn't do it for me, guys. This is Oud Mosaic from Banana Republic, and it's not that the rose is terrible, but it's just very, very thick and soupy almost, if that makes sense. It's a very, very thick, heavy rose style of a fragrance. There's also some woody notes behind this, so you'd think it might smell good, but it's almost like a medicinal type of rose, and it just does not work for me. I don't enjoy this at all. I've only sprayed it, I think, 2 or 3 times just to try and see what I thought about it, and I do not like it. Oud Mosaic from Banana Republic was definitely a fail for me. Alrighty, guys, so coming in at the next spot, this was also sent to me. This is sent to me by John Morrell. He thought I might like it, and I don't. That's why I haven't talked about it too much. Me and him both honestly don't like it. This is from Alt Fragrances, and this is, I can't even pronounce it, Executioner, something like that. I cannot pronounce that very well. Something like that. But this stuff, it's supposed to be like a Tom Ford, I think it's vanilla tobacco, something like that, with Aventus, and it just does not work. I do not like this at all. I've decanted quite a bit of it, given it out as samples, sent it to some of my buddies, and a couple of them have liked it, but I have only worn this one time and it just does not work for me. It just has this medicinal cherry vibe to it, and I cannot get on board with it. The vanilla is way too sweet, way too thick, way too hyped up. You don't really get an Aventus style type of vibe to it, so I don't know what this stuff was supposed to be, but it just does not work. Executioner, I cannot pronounce that, but from Alt Fragrances, didn't work for me, guys. All right, I have had this for probably 3 or 4 months, maybe even longer, and I haven't done a review on it because I'm probably gonna lose some subscribers off of this one, but I gotta keep it 100, guys. I gotta keep it 1,000 for you guys. God forbid someone doesn't like a Dua fragrance, but guys, this Imperial Mystique or Pastique from Dua, I don't like it. This is supposed to be the rendition of Millisome Imperial from Creed, and don't get me wrong, the opening, beautiful. Love the opening, smells amazing. The dry down, however, that's where it just goes sour, guys. It literally, it smells like a soured, rotten watermelon with some like lemon in there. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's this particular one or whatnot, but it does not dry down very good at all. I know it's a cardinal sin to not like a Dua fragrance, or God forbid you don't think that theirs is better than the original, but I'm keeping it 100 with you guys. That's why I haven't reviewed this. I've sprayed it once or twice. it just doesn't work for me, guys. It's a failed fragrance, sorry, but I'm keeping 100% with you. Imperial Pastique from Dua didn't work for me, guys. All right, guys, I'm not trying to hate on the House of Banana Republic, but this also comes from the House of Banana Republic. And this, as far as I'm concerned, it's just called M. But this one, I've worn it a couple times. It doesn't smell necessarily terrible. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't smell like, ooh, what is that? But it's kind of like this really watery, sour version of a, what's the word? A Virgin Island water from Creed. It doesn't necessarily like 100% smell like that, but that's the type of fragrance that it's based around. At least that's what my nose gets off of it. But it's like this peppery, sour Virgin Island water. I don't know what it is. I don't hate it per se, but it just, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. It's like this, like I said, soury, peppery, very lemon lime based, but with some like pink pepper and some other peppers in there style of fragrance. So you kind of get this Virgin Island water vibe to it, but there's not a lot of coconut. There is maybe a hint of coconut in there, but M from Banana Republic, it just didn't work for me. All right, so we are at the last fragrance on here. Like I said, there's only 5 on here, but this one, it just didn't work for me. And I was kind of excited because I remember seeing this all the time at the mall and Buckle and places like that. True Religion, they've discontinued this one. And I don't know why it just didn't work for me, guys, but True Religion, I think it's the original. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't say, but this one, it's kind of resemblant to Creed Millisome Imperial. Not 100%, it does kind of have that style behind it, but I don't know if it's this because it's discontinued. Maybe I got a bad batch or something, but it kind of smells like rotten bananas. Like a rotten banana Millisome Imperial, really bad interpretation of it. Like it just doesn't, no. Doesn't work at all. Like a peppery, rotten banana with some like Millisome Imperial vibe to it. Like it doesn't work. True Religion, I keep it just because it's discontinued, and I'm probably gonna keep it because it's discontinued, but it's not working. It's kind of a failed fragrance. Maybe it's this batch, maybe it's because it's discontinued and it's maybe an older bottle or something like that, but even the bottle's kind of tacky. It's kind of like a flask, but has leather on there. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. It's a failed fragrance. True Religion didn't work. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully I didn't make any mortal enemies with some of the fragrances that I've chosen, but they didn't work for me. And honestly, it's really dumb whenever people think that just because this person doesn't like a fragrance or they don't like this fragrance that they don't know what they're talking about. Guys, smell is super subjective. It's very opinionated. How can your own opinion of a fragrance be wrong? I mean, it's what you think of a fragrance. So I can't stand it whenever top tier reviewers and content creators, they say, oh, don't buy this fragrance, it's trash. Like, stop saying that. Like, it didn't work for you, that's fine, but don't say someone shouldn't buy it because you don't like it. Guys, just because they're on this list and they didn't work for me doesn't mean that you shouldn't try it. There's fragrances out there for everyone. Everyone has their own different style and taste, so don't take it as like a offense that I didn't like a fragrance that maybe you do, or maybe you like a fragrance that I don't. I don't know. I just kind of a rant, but I'll leave it at that. So be sure and comment down below, guys, what fragrances don't really work for you. I mean, there's a lot more on here that I could have put on here, but these are just ones that I have full bottles of, so I wanted to include those. So be sure, like I said, comment down below what fragrances are failed to you, what fragrances that you don't like that a lot of people do. We'll open up the comment section, we'll talk about it. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Be sure and subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, thumbs down. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna catch you guys next time, and remember, if you love it, wear it.